again. We are back in the second episode of Learning Cultures. Just to learn a bit more about cultures. So, last episode we talked about England. Now, for the second part of the episode, I'm going to talk about one of the most important cities all over the world. I'm talking about London. It's the capital of England. A city well known for the Big Ben Tower, the London Eye, the London Bridge, and the latest masterpiece of architecture, the 30 St. Mary Axe. Now, London is one of the cities that reflects perfectly the English way of life, like driving on the left, the wheel on the right, the two-story buses, the underground, and finally the remains of the history the city has lived since it was first settled in the year 400 before Christ. London was established along the Thames River because of the first inhabitants that thought that it was a great water source for the agricultural process they had in that time, but later it also helped for the commerce and the trading. Ships and boats could go through the river and trade goods with the inhabitants of the city. But now, the city is just used for more than that. It's used also for tourism. Like visitors from all over the world like to go down the river and take a trip and just see all the historical buildings that are built side by side of the great river, like the Big Ben and the Parliament. Yeah. So, if you probably go around with the trip of down the Thames River, you will also find the London Bridge. The London Bridge is very important because it communicates the city with the boroughs. But why did I say the city and the boroughs? What's the city and what are the boroughs? Okay, I'll explain. The city is the financial center of London. It's like London's wallet, or so to say. Like, people go there and work all the day long. But then they go down the bridge and pass to the boroughs, where they live. Boroughs is a synonym of suburbs. Did you know that London has a population of more than 7,600,000 of inhabitants? Now, if you ever decide to visit London, it's better to do so in summer, when the weather is amazing and the probability to get in a sunny day is higher. And that helps to highlight the beauty of the city. Be sure to visit places like Madame Tussauds, the Criterion Theatre, and if you're a shopping fan, you can go to Harrods, the most glamorous mall in the world. And that's all I have to say about England. I hope you have learned something about the English culture. Next episode, join me for a tour around Colombia, its people, its culture, and so much more.
You just had the almost imponderable joy of watching Learning Cultures, the show about cultures.